All right, for all you in time last day people, I found a jewel here. I was just happening to look on YouTube, and this is Benny Hinn's first appearance on TBN. Well, anyway, the subject they're talking about is the last days and about these cults and people in our government and all over the world that have plans to bring a one world government. Well, listen to what he says. You're going to find this very, very fascinating.
Do you know the Shambhala cult is an ancient cult from Babylon that teaches the rapture of the church?
A satanic cult that
Yes.
teaches the rat. Where are they going?
Okay. I know I would get your interest tonight. They're teaching the rapture of the church, except it's twisted. It's twisted. They don't come at it as God doing it. They come at it in a whole different way. So let me take you back slowly and tell you about it. Now, you go check me out, you go check me out, you go check me out.
Okay.
And if I'm wrong, I'll apologize to the whole nation, all right?
Okay.
Okay.
I'm a good checker-outer.
You check me out, brother, all right? This Shambhala force is a cult. It is a very unusual cult because through the generations it has shown up in different forms with different names. Today it's called Shambhala. In the past it was called some other things which I would not even try to even pronounce, all right? But here's the teaching.
Where is it headquartered today? Or do
today
we
there
know?
are, the New Age movement today is involved in it. Many of the leaders are involved in it.
Do you believe, just real quickly,
Okay.
parenthetically, do you believe that these New Age people are all aware that this is a worldwide network?
Oh, of course, my
And
brother.
are they, I mean,
One of their main leaders recently in an article, brother, I read an article about it and I could not believe what I was reading. I got mad and thrilled all at once because this leader was talking about things that the Bible had predicted. For example, she was talking about that the only way to remove the threat of nuclear war is by totally destroying all nuclear weapons and uniting the world. Okay, now the Bible talks about that our world will become one, all right?
Yeah. The Antichrist, the man of sin, will do that,
Correct.
won't he, for a brief period?
Correct. But let me just take you back to this Shambhala force. This would really interest you, all right?
Okay.
It's an ancient cult. It has come in different shapes and forms with different names, but with the same idea. The idea is this. Now, this I know will sound to you like it's from space, brother, but believe me, I'm telling you the truth. It teaches, first of all, that higher beings, intelligent beings from space, will one day unite with the consciousness of human beings. It teaches the oneness between these beings and the human race. It also teaches that the day will come once this force unites with the human race, that the human race will unite into one people, one government, and be led by a man who today, by the way, is somewhere in Europe. Do you recall a few years ago, large ads came out?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes, yes.
you're getting the connection.
Messiah is here.
The Messiah is here. Okay, his name was Maitreya.
Yeah.
You remember that?
Yes, sir.
Okay. He is connected to that same cult.
Mhm.
It's the same teaching. And if you remember, they said he will soon appear and he will speak to your inner man. Remember that?
Mhm, mhm.
Okay.
Yeah. Full-page ad in the Los Angeles Times.
It was
there.
all over the world.
Yeah.
Yeah, everywhere.
Okay. That shows you the kind of influence and money those people must have.
Mhm.
Okay? The cult also teaches, now here's the exciting part, all right? The cult also teaches that when this force takes over, that many will oppose it. The punishment for opposing that cult would be removal from the planet.
Oh, ho, ho, ho.
Oh, ho, is right.
Someone just pulled the light chain.
Right, okay.
Whoa.
This is
Whoa.
Satan's way of explaining the rapture when it
Right,
takes place.
brother.
Oh.
Right.
Ay, ay, ay.
Right, that's what I said. But it's a way to show, what they
This
say.
is in their teaching.
Yes.
Really now.
Have you got
Brother,
that in writing?
I have it not only in writing, I can give you the information and who said it.
Whoa.
Now, brother, I am not telling you anything that is
Let-
fantasy in my brain.
Let me give one observation here. This
I really am not. God is my witness.
This
I'm not.
this is fascinating. The whole plan that this cult is talking about, it's almost a carbon copy of God's plan. Twisted,
Yeah.
you know.
And here's-
Satan is
Paul,
nothing but a big copycat.
Paul,
he
listen.
hasn't had an original
You
idea
know
in
what
his
else
life.
they teach? You know what else they teach?
What?
Now, they teach that the human race, once the human race sees how those who will oppose this force will be removed, that they would go through a ceremony and be initiated into, listen now, they call it the Luciferic initiation,
Oh.
will be initiated with a number
Oh.
as a reward
I
of
want to
not
see
opposing.
this.
I'll show you
I
later.
want
I want to see this.
How many would like to say it? The whole, I mean, listen, the human race today is getting prepared for two facts. One, the punishment of those who oppose by being removed. Secondly, those who remain will be honored through a ceremony
With a number.
with a number.
I think we better read some scripture right
Now, here's something else. You wait, Jan. Just
Whoa.
get ready for this now.
Where do they say we're going?
Well, according to what I read, now I'm still, listen, brother.
You're learning.
When I got into it, I thought, my God, how come I did not know? I got mad at myself. And as I began telling our church, quoting these people's names, I said to my people, listen, Paul, we have got 5,000 people. Surely one of them would discover I'm nuts if I was. But nobody has so far.
Mm-hmm.
They've gone to check me out and came back and said, you're right, and gave me more material that I did not know about. For example, you know all right, I shouldn't mention any names because this is national television, but there's certain movies today that are brainwashing the world for that.
Mm-hmm.
One of them, The Force is With Us, remember?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yes.
Many others like it, preparing the world for this force. Now, the King James Version states in the book of Daniel, chapter 7, that the Antichrist will worship the God of forces.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
Yes.
The New Age movement calls that cult the God of forces.
The very same.
The very
title.
exact word in Daniel. It said that the Antichrist would not honor the God of his fathers, which I believe he's a Jew.
Mm-hmm.
It also states he will have no desire for women, which I believe he's a homosexual.
Mm-hmm.
And then it says, and he shall honor the God of forces. Well, what is the God of forces? Who is the God of forces? Now, I know it's the devil, okay?
Mm-hmm.
But this teaching teaches that this Shambhala force is actually called the God of forces.
Okay, again, this was from 1985 on TBN Live, so come a long ways, and because the cult is still preaching all this stuff and believing it, and they change their name and they do different things, but folks, we're in the last days. Prepare to meet Jesus Christ in the air. Hope you found this interesting, to say the least. God bless you. Stay in the Word. Stay in fellowship with Jesus.